Hello there, Sherman, Leave a Legacy, focusing this video on the 12th law of leadership, the law of empowerment. And again, this comes from the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. The chapter starts off and kind of goes through actually the entire chapter, talking about how Henry Ford had a difficulty in a let going and of that power. And talked about how the Model T literally he finally forced himself to finally let go of it being built after almost 20 years as the automobile industry was totally evolving. It's talked about how his son Edsel never really got control of the organization because Henry was still a part of it, and that his grandson eventually got the leadership to see him as the go-to person, especially as Henry the grandson, by the way, is Henry II, as Henry Ford, the founder, as he started getting older in age. The interesting thing probably about the law of empowerment that is most readily seen is in the military organizations, especially in those high elite areas of like Rangers and Green Berets and Navy SEALs, where they have the ability to give that empowerment of leadership, and then they follow in tow with each other to be extremely effective at their missions. And so what happens with most leaders is they're strong at being able to lead others. They sometimes butt heads with other leaders that are also strong, and they might not let that other leader begin to be empowered to make those different decisions. The problem that creates oftentimes is it ends up becoming like a bottleneck of management, that because the followers or other leaders might feel like they need the approval or the nod that that's a good decision, that it ends up making the leader make decisions on almost every little thing that doesn't make any sense. However, if you give a good example of Henry Ford, when he wanted the V8 engine to be crafted out of one engine block, he was told it was impossible, couldn't be done. He didn't know how it could be done, but he literally tasked the engineers to figure it out. After 18 months, guess what? They made the impossible happen. They created a V8 engine out of one engine block. And so he empowered those people to be able to make that decision. It was an expertise, skill set that was definitely theirs. And so you can see smatterings of that with some entrepreneurs, some leaders, some charismatic individuals, that when they do give people the opportunity to make those decisions, if you look at the book, the power of, the Oz principle, where it's see it, own it, do it, or solve it, do it. You have the empowerment of giving people the ability to execute, and you're giving them that responsibility. In your organization, what are you doing to empower those that follow you and those other leaders? Have a fantastic day.